I'm Julie Nelson. Mentoring is something we should all care about today. It is now one of the country's most successful means of improving the lives of at-risk youth and those living with adversity. For thousands of young people in Minnesota, mentoring works.
I'm Mike Pomeranz. Mentoring positively impacts the mentor, the young person, and the families of both. It's a small investment of time for a lifelong payoff. Mentoring changes lives.
I'm Belinda Jensen. Mentoring has had such an impact on our community that we wanted to share with you some of the stories we've found. They'll make you smile, cry, and feel good about the programs that really work. Mentoring makes a difference.
I'm Randy Shaver. The reality is that there are more kids out there who need mentors than have them. Our goal is to inspire you to become a mentor, as well as support mentoring in our community. This next organization serves one group of youth that is especially vulnerable, and for them, an ongoing mentoring relationship has life-changing benefits.
You don't hear them often, but the statistics are disturbing nonetheless, especially considering that a number of those incarcerated are parents. What happens to the children of prisoners, and who looks out for their welfare? In Minnesota, there's a safe haven called Parenting with Purpose. Since 1995, Parenting with Purpose has provided support to entire families dealing with incarceration. Lori and Paul Strong started with a parenting program geared to women prisoners that soon expanded to include men and children. As a result, they created Mentoring for Life Change, a program that matches mentors with children who have a parent either behind bars or in the prison system.
We are mentoring for them to have a life change. Instead of following the pattern that their parents took, we want them to find a different vision for their lives, and so that's the purpose of the program.
The presence of another caring adult in the lives of these kids gives them the encouragement and life skills they need to succeed.
Because our kids are great kids. They've learned that from their mentors, that everybody who is different from you are not out to get you. But because you've always got this victim mentality that everybody's out to get me, a lot of times you miss that person who just sees something in you. And so our kids are starting to really grasp that, and not just with their mentors, but when I go visit them at school, or a teacher said, yeah, that kid has some great potential.
Can you see both of my eyes?
No.
A majority of kids in the Mentoring for Life Change program live with a single parent or extended family member.
Yes.
11-year-old Travis's father was incarcerated and continues to struggle with issues that keep him out of Travis's life. His mother, Sue, arranged for a mentor, knowing Travis would benefit from the male companionship.
He's pretty much, your typical kid. And just to be honest with you, he and I butt heads. So we have our rough spots where we're getting on each other's nerves and we need a break. And so when he goes and spends time with Ron, that just puts him in a whole better place.
It's my favorite restaurant.
Does that mean you're hungry?
Ron became a mentor with Parenting with Purpose a few years ago after his own children grew up and moved out of the house. He was matched with Travis 3 years ago, and what was once a tentative relationship has evolved into a solid friendship.
Well, at the time I started mentoring was shortly after my dad had passed away, and it kind of made me think about how much I really valued having a dad in my life.
All right, Travis, ready to go?
Travis is a special kid, he's got a lot of interests. He's young.
Ron and Travis get together for a few hours nearly every week. Their activities reflect both their interests, ranging from sports to doing homework.
I'm always checking up on how he's doing in school, how he likes school, and what kind of projects he's working on. Travis has got a pretty creative mind. He'd like to be an inventor. I don't know if he's told you that. So he's always asking questions, and his ideas, pretty willing to share his ideas.
Sometimes we'll just start talking about school, and then we end up talking about random things that are totally opposite of that, because our conversations just keep leading us and leading us.
Now and then, as in any healthy relationship,
I think I can.
Humor comes into play.
I wouldn't consider Ron as a boring old guy, because if I were to base his age on how he acts and works out, I would say he's about 30, 20, and he's the kind of guy who will go outside with me. So that's why we were meant for each other. Woo!
Creating a sense of community is an essential part of the Mentoring for Life Change program. So matches attend group events like this annual picnic. The program is unique and that it also supports matches for young people through age 25.
What happens is that if you have a parent that's been incarcerated during those years, those early years, and let's say they're still in prison and you turn 18, 19 years old, you don't have the life skills that a lot of other kids might have the advantage of having, like finding an apartment, enrolling in college, budgeting. How do you save to even pay for an apartment on your own? A lot of our kids that we have in our program might turn that age, and then what do? You just stop mentoring them? No, I mean, we really want to continue throughout their young adult life so they can turn around and eventually become mentors themselves.
While the focus is on the mentee, it's the mentor who sometimes experiences the greatest life changes.
It's just really fun to see how our mentors impact our kids, and we've had mentors say to us, no, these kids are impacting our lives more than we're impacting their lives. And so they're both are getting a win-win situation, and they're starting to see what life is really about.
Because of dedicated mentors, these kids are defined not by what a parent has done, but by their own accomplishments, changing a life one child at a time.
Oh yeah, wait a minute.